Hong Kong, a vibrant metropolis sprawling along the South China Sea. The city's urban areas boast one of the highest population densities on the planet. But even in this concrete jungle, ants have made their home, living on pavements, in homes, and occupying the few trees and green spaces that cut through the flood of high-rise buildings. These ants have learned to adapt the foraging technique we saw in the last episode to their metropolitan surroundings. But the busy urban area with the clogged roads and the bright neon signs only covers a small fraction of Hong Kong's landmass. 3/4 is undeveloped countryside, with subtropical forests cradling the city on all sides. These hilly woodlands are home to a fierce tribe that isn't content with scavenging leftovers. This is the territory of ferocious swarm raiders that hunt in groups, numbering in the thousands, devouring animals and plants that cross their path alike. This is the domain of the Marauder ants. This unsuspecting sand mound at the foot of a tree is the home of a Carabera affinis colony. At first sight, this colony looks no different from that of other ants. A few workers stand guard at the entrances, while others are busy doing renovation and construction work. But this is no ordinary colony. Following a soldier ant on a simple stroll outside her nest reveals a severed insect wing, a silent witness to the ferociousness of this empire. The mere sight of a single ant sends this springtail into a panic escape. C.T. Bingham, a British officer and entomologist stationed in what was then known as British Burma, remarked, "When these ants take up their abode in any numbers near a village in the jungles, they become a terrible nuisance. I knew of a Karen village that had absolutely to shift because of the ants. No one could enter any of the houses day or night, or even pass through the village without being attacked by them." The vast majority of ants in this colony are tiny, measuring no more than 2.5 millimeters. So how can these minute creatures wreak such havoc? The answer lies in their behavior. These ants don't forage as individuals. They are swarm raiders, known as Asian army ants, that mobilize in groups of thousands to overwhelm anything in their path. They also have a secret weapon. While small workers make up 98 to 99% of individuals in the colony, this is a highly polymorphic species that produces many different castes. Some workers, called medias, are more than twice the size of their sisters. Majors are even larger and dwarf normal ants like elephants to humans. They're often referred to as soldier ants. But this colony fields even larger giants, super majors, that weigh 1,000 times as much as a minor worker. Compared to regular workers, these creatures are colossal and destroy anything that tries to resist the swarm of regular attackers. Mounting large-scale raids is no small undertaking. Marauder ants build complex infrastructure to support moving their armies into battle. They create a network of permanent trails close to their nest. These trunk trails are often fenced off on the side and tunnel under any obstacles and form the starting point of any raiding expedition. Unlike other ant trails, marauder and army ants do not move towards a known food source. The whole army moves in a seemingly random direction and devour whatever they come across. The raid front soon enters unknown territory and keeps moving until food is found. Our affinis raiders have found a seed pot. A group of workers immediately pick it up and slowly carry it back while the rest of the army keeps pressing onward. Another group is heaving home a small berry. Even though marauder ants rival harvester ants in their collection of seeds and plants, this is only an opportunistic side quest. This army is out to hunt, and they are after big game. Those who can, hide as fast as possible from the oncoming raid. But not everyone makes a lucky escape. Despite being several thousand times lighter, minor workers hold on to their prey with their mandibles, a set of outer jaws with razor-sharp teeth. The ants cling on relentlessly and release pheromones to recruit others in the raiding party. Within a very short time, the prey is covered with ants attacking from all sides. This group of ants is overpowering a grasshopper. While many of the passing army join the frenzy, others keep on going and attack new prey, which is carved up on the spot and carried back to the nest. While new workers are still leaving the nest to join the raiding party, the first wave of successful raiders are returning home carrying their spoil. Although merciless in battle, these warriors abide by a strict code. They always support each other, and while they will fight any intruding ant to the death, marauder ants are unique in that they don't eat other ants. Instead, they carry them off and bury them just like they do with their fallen comrades. Towards evening, the raid finally subsides, and the last ants trot home carrying their loot. A peaceful veil is covering the undergrowth around the nest. But peace is only temporary near this martial tribe. With a new day will also come a new raid, collection of more fruit and seeds and renewed bloodshed to feed this sprawling empire. We will revisit these Eastern raiders again in future episodes. But first, we will head back to Europe to observe a tribe that is equally specialized, but in a much more peaceful way, by lovingly rearing other insects as livestock in a burgeoning dairy industry. Subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our coming explorations of these intriguing hidden empires.